Everyday objects surround us, woven into the fabric of our lives that we hardly give them a second thought. Each one has a rich history, a story of innovation, evolution, and cultural significance. From the simple fork on our dinner table to the eyeglasses we rely on for clarity, these items have traveled through centuries, shaped by human ingenuity. Join us as we unravel the fascinating journey of 10 everyday objects that have evolved over time, reflecting the changes in society and technology. Our journey begins with the humble fork. Today, it's an indispensable part of dining, but its history is far more complex and intriguing than one might imagine. The fork, as we know it, has its roots in ancient Persia, around the 4th century BCE. Early versions were small and used primarily for cooking, not eating. The idea of using forks at the table for eating didn't gain traction until much later. In the Byzantine Empire, forks were introduced to Europe by Greek royalty. However, their acceptance was slow. The fork was initially seen as an unnecessary luxury, even sacrilegious by some, as it was believed that God's gift of hands was sufficient for eating. It wasn't until the 16th century, when Catherine de' Medici brought her forks from Italy to France, that they began to catch on in European high society. Over the centuries, the fork evolved from a two-pronged utensil to the four-pronged version we use today, becoming a symbol of civilization and refinement. Today, the fork is not just a utensil, but a reflection of cultural dining practices and a testament to the evolution of etiquette and culinary arts. Eyeglasses are another everyday item with a profound impact on human life, enabling millions to see the world with clarity. The history of eyeglasses begins in the 13th century in Italy, where the first wearable lenses were crafted to aid in reading. These early glasses were rudimentary, held in front of the eyes or balanced on the nose without earpieces. The invention of spectacles is often credited to Italian monks and scholars who sought ways to enhance their ability to read and write as they aged. As trade routes expanded, eyeglasses spread across Europe and the Middle East. In the 18th century, the advent of bifocals, invented by Benjamin Franklin, marked a significant leap in optical technology, allowing for both near and far vision correction in one lens. The 19th and 20th centuries saw rapid advancements in lens technology and design, making eyeglasses more accessible and stylish. Today, eyeglasses are not just a necessity for many, but also a fashion statement, with styles and materials that cater to every taste. From enhancing the lives of scholars and monks to becoming a global necessity, eyeglasses have played a crucial role in shaping the way we see the world. The history of the toothbrush takes us back to ancient civilizations, where oral hygiene practices were primitive yet surprisingly innovative. The ancient Egyptians and Babylonians used frayed twigs known as chew sticks around 3000 BCE to clean their teeth. The concept of a toothbrush as we recognize it today emerged in China during the Tang Dynasty around the 7th century. These early toothbrushes were made from hog bristles attached to bamboo or bone handles. The idea eventually spread to Europe, but it wasn't until the 17th century that toothbrushes began to resemble modern designs. In the 18th century, William Addis of England is credited with creating the first mass-produced toothbrush. While imprisoned, Addis drilled holes in a bone and inserted bristles, creating a more refined version of the tool. The 20th century brought significant changes with the invention of nylon bristles by DuPont in 1938, replacing animal hair and making toothbrushes more hygienic and durable. The introduction of electric toothbrushes in the 1960s further revolutionized oral care, offering a more efficient way to maintain dental health. Today, the toothbrush is a cornerstone of daily hygiene, available in countless designs and technologies, ensuring that our smiles remain healthy and bright. The clock, an invention that governs our lives, has undergone remarkable transformations throughout history. The concept of measuring time dates back to ancient civilizations, where sundials and water clocks were among the earliest methods used to track the passage of time. The sundial, used by the Egyptians as early as 1500 BCE, relied on the sun's shadow to indicate the time of day. Meanwhile, the water clock, or clepsydra, was used in ancient Greece and China, offering a more accurate method of timekeeping, especially at night. The first mechanical clocks appeared in Europe during the 14th century, initially installed in towers and public spaces. These clocks used weights and gears to measure time, a significant leap forward in precision. In the 17th century, the invention of the pendulum clock by Christian Huygens marked another milestone in timekeeping, vastly improving accuracy. The Industrial Revolution brought about further advancements, leading to the production of affordable and reliable personal timepieces. Today, clocks have evolved into sophisticated digital devices embedded in our phones, computers, and even smartwatches. The journey from sundials to atomic clocks reflects humanity's quest to master time and bring order to our daily lives. Paper is perhaps one of the most transformative inventions in human history, serving as the medium for recording knowledge, ideas, and culture. The story of paper begins in ancient Egypt, where papyrus, made from the pith of the papyrus plant, was used for writing as early as 3000 BCE. However, the invention of true paper is attributed to the Chinese court official Cai Lun in 105 CE. Cai Lun's process involved pulping plant fibers, rags, and fishing nets, which were then pressed and dried into thin sheets. This innovation revolutionized the way information was recorded and shared. As the knowledge of papermaking spread along the Silk Road, it reached the Islamic world and later Europe by the 11th century. The introduction of the printing press in the 15th century by Johannes Gutenberg further amplified the importance of paper, making books and printed material more accessible than ever before. In the 19th century, the demand for paper grew exponentially, leading to the development of modern papermaking techniques using wood pulp. Today, paper remains an essential part of daily life, despite the rise of digital media, and continues to be a symbol of knowledge and communication. The pen, an instrument of creativity and communication, has a long and varied history. Writing instruments have evolved significantly from their earliest forms, with each innovation shaping the way humans record and share information. The first writing tools were simple reeds or sticks used by ancient Sumerians and Egyptians to inscribe symbols on clay tablets and papyrus. The quill pen, made from bird feathers, emerged in the 6th century and became the primary writing instrument for over 1,000 years. Quills were favored for their flexibility and ability to produce fine, delicate lines, essential for the detailed scripts of medieval manuscripts. In the 19th century, the fountain pen was invented, offering a more convenient and less messy alternative to the quill. The fountain pen's design allowed ink to flow smoothly from a reservoir through a nib, making writing more efficient and accessible. The invention of the ballpoint pen in the 20th century, patented by Laszlo Biro in 1938, revolutionized writing once again. Ballpoint pens were durable, affordable, and easy to use, quickly becoming the most popular writing instrument worldwide. Today, pens come in countless varieties, from luxury fountain pens to disposable ballpoints, each serving as a tool for expression and communication. Shoes are a perfect example of how function and fashion have intertwined throughout history. The earliest shoes, dating back to around 7000 BCE, were simple leather sandals designed to protect the feet from harsh environments. As civilizations developed, so did footwear, with different cultures creating unique styles to suit their needs and social structures. In ancient Egypt, sandals were crafted from papyrus and leather, while the Greeks and Romans favored more intricate designs, often indicating social status. During the Middle Ages, shoes became more elaborate, with pointed toes and high heels symbolizing wealth and nobility. The Renaissance saw the introduction of pattens, raised wooden platforms worn over shoes to protect them from mud and dirt. The Industrial Revolution brought about mass production, making shoes more affordable and accessible to the general population. The 20th century saw the rise of specialized footwear, such as athletic shoes designed for various sports and activities, alongside high-fashion brands that transformed shoes into status symbols. From ancient protective sandals to modern sneakers and high heels, the evolution of shoes reflects the changing needs, technologies, and aesthetics of human societies. Today, shoes continue to be an essential part of our daily lives, serving both practical and expressive purposes. Mirrors, objects of mystery and reflection, have fascinated humanity for millennia. The earliest mirrors were simple polished stones, such as obsidian, used by the ancient civilizations of Anatolia and Mesoamerica around 6000 BCE. By the time of the ancient Egyptians and Greeks, Metal mirrors made of polished bronze or silver became common. However, these were small handheld objects, often owned by the wealthy. The Renaissance brought a significant advancement in mirror making with the development of glass mirrors coated with a thin layer of metal, usually mercury or tin. This technique originated in Venice, making the city the center of mirror production and leading to the creation of larger, clearer mirrors that became a luxury item across Europe. In the 19th century, the invention of the silvered glass mirror by German chemist Justus von Liebig revolutionized the industry, making mirrors more affordable and widely available. This development led to mirrors becoming a common household item, integral to daily grooming and interior design. Mirrors have not only been tools for self-reflection, but also cultural symbols, appearing in art, literature, and mythology as gateways to other worlds, or as representations of truth and vanity. Chairs, now a ubiquitous part of our daily lives, have a history rooted in power and status. In ancient Egypt, chairs were symbols of authority, often reserved for pharaohs and gods, crafted with intricate designs and luxurious materials. The Greeks and Romans further developed chair designs, with the Romans introducing the concept of comfort through cushions and armrests. However, for much of history, chairs remained a privilege of the elite, with common people sitting on benches, stools, or the ground. The Renaissance period saw the chair become more widespread, particularly among the middle class, with designs reflecting the artistic styles of the time. The 18th century brought about the emergence of the modern chair, with a focus on functionality and comfort, particularly in the development of upholstered and cushioned chairs. The 20th century revolutionized chair design, with the advent of ergonomic designs tailored to human posture, particularly in the workplace. Today, chairs are an essential part of life, available in countless styles and materials, reflecting the diversity of human needs and tastes. From symbols of power to everyday comforts, the evolution of chairs highlights the changing dynamics of society, design, and functionality. Buttons, though small and often overlooked, have played a significant role in fashion and functionality throughout history. The earliest buttons, dating back to the Indus Valley civilization around 2000 BCE, were primarily decorative, made from shells, bones, or wood. It wasn't until the 13th century in Europe that buttons became functional fasteners, used to secure clothing. This innovation coincided with the development of tailored garments, allowing for a more fitted and elaborate style of dress. The 18th and 19th centuries saw buttons become a prominent feature in military and formal attire, often made from metal, ivory, or even precious stones, reflecting the wearer's status and wealth. The Industrial Revolution brought about mass production of buttons, making them more accessible and varied in design. With the advent of plastics in the 20th century, buttons became even more diverse, available in countless shapes, sizes, and colors, catering to the fashion industry's ever-changing trends. Today, buttons continue to be an essential part of clothing design, blending utility with aesthetics and serving as a reminder of the intricate relationship between fashion and functionality. These everyday objects, so ingrained in our daily routines, each have their own fascinating journey through history. They reflect human creativity, the advancement of technology, and the evolution of culture. As we continue to innovate and adapt, who knows what the next chapter in the history of these objects will be? From the simple fork to the sophisticated clock, these items remind us that even the most mundane objects have stories worth telling. They are silent witnesses to the progress of civilization, shaping our lives in ways we often take for granted. So next time you use a fork, put on your glasses, or button your shirt, remember that you're holding a piece of history in your hands. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content on the rich tapestry of history.